back in September. The Buccaneers won a blowout in their first game against the Saints. Can New Orleans avoid the sweep? Find out next on Madden Football.
It is always a celebration here in the city of New Orleans, and we are just outside of the first quarter at the Superdome.
Today, it's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we've got a good one in store between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the New Orleans Saints. A first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
These two teams, you might recall, met up back in September in Week 3. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels.
And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. Shaquille Barrett, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Blake Gillikin on to punt now on 4th down.
Taking it about the 36. Call that a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense.
Brady and the Buccaneers here, 1st and 10
at the 41-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Brady. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary. Figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Brady.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted.
Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if it...
Touchdown, New Orleans! Alvin Kamara hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Saints have taken the early lead.
Alvin Kamara, Charles, a guy from your alma mater there in Knoxville, and he has developed into a perennial Pro Bowler on the strength of big plays like we just saw there.
I think defensively, when you look at a play like that, that's when everyone looks at their teammates and starts shaking their heads a little bit, because now you're wondering, what are we in for? Worked all week to try and limit the big play ability that he possesses, and he winds up taking one to the house in the very first quarter. That was a tremendous run.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college.
Going for Evans, but that pass is intercepted.
Picked off by Pete Werner.
And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
second down, and it's Kamara again.
And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
Well, this defense for the Buccaneers, they were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
The kick by Lutz is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. To throw is Brady. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Evans. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. They'll run for the first time with Keyshawn Vaughn. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Calling a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
These two teams, they met in Tampa earlier in the year with the Bucs prevailing in that one. So they'll be looking for the win here in New Orleans to complete the season sweep.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Brady. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. On first down, Brady.
I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Working from the gun, it's Brady.
Slant route to Miller.
And they move this all the way down to the 9.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They've needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
A good pickup there, 7 yards, and it's going to be 2nd and goal now. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Ronald Jones, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs have made this a 1-score game. Extra point up and good by Succop. And the lead is down to a field goal.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. This taken in at the goal line.
And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And the Buccaneers have it.
So how about this for a turn of events? They cut the lead with a touchdown, and then on the ensuing kickoff, get the football right back.
And what a swing in a short amount of time because the momentum was totally against them. Now it's all in their favor. They've got a chance to go into the lead if they can get the ball to the end zone.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Now a play fake. Brady. Escaping the pressure. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down.
David Onyemata in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports.
To try again after the sack. Brady going for it all. Godwin's got it. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Chris Godwin hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Bucs on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Oh, such great concentration there, going right up against the side of the end zone, but able to get the feet in bounds.
There are so many things that go into that catch, and you just mentioned the
And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to... So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
Extra point put through by Succop, and the lead is now 14-10. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away.
Here comes Deontay Harris from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
And they had lost 2 in a row prior to getting the open week last weekend, so potentially a chance for them to get away for a bit, heal up, and come back strong.
That's what the hope is anyway, because you're going to find out now with your team, are you still focused on being the best you can be for the rest of the season with the things going the way they have earlier this year?
Now here's a throw that's complete. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Kaepernick wants to throw on 3rd and 1.
Throw left side complete to Troutman. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down. Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Touchdown, New Orleans!
Alvin Kamara
with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year. And once again, the Saints are back out in front. Lutz with the extra point, and it's now 17-14. That drive goes 80 yards in 6 plays, and it ends with a touchdown for New Orleans.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
Now Brady's throw there, incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Shotgun now for Brady.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. From the gun, it's Brady. And Brady Brady going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 17. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. How big is that penalty? Wipe out the INT.
You'd hate to be the teammate that caused that penalty and wiped out the interception. You got to face that guy in the locker room. Not a lot of fun for you, and you hurt your squad.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7. Leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Brady gives this one to Vaughn.
And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
They'll run on first down. It's Hardy. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. 4 receivers to keep tabs on here. 3 of them to the right side on 2nd and 5.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Now, meanwhile, the throw by Brady knocked away, incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
From the gun on third down, Brady. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line.
Let's go, boys. And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
To throw, it's Brady. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Mike Evans with touchdown number 7 on the year. Extra point try now for Saka. It's up and good to make it 21-17. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it's all finished off with a touchdown by Tampa Bay.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Taken at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball. I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Well, speed is definitely a calling card if you play quarterback in this league, and he does a terrific job there of hustling in quickly to make the play.
Throwing on first down is Kaepernick. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Second and 2.
On play action, it's Kaepernick. Looking for Thomas. He's got him. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Saints have retaken the lead. Looks good on the extra point, and that gives him a 3-point lead. So that drive spanned 5 plays, and it all culminates in a Saints touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And Tampa Bay trots out there now.
And you figure, Charles, they have enough time here in the first half, more than a minute, to put a drive together, at least get them in position to try a field goal.
Yeah, they've got all 3 timeouts at their disposal, so I'm actually thinking bigger. With those 3 timeouts, that amount of time on the clock.
And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout as there's a Saints player down here on the field. While the traders take a look, we'll step aside. After the sack on first down, Brady. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Miller. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. Deontay Harris deep for New Orleans. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. A good return there, 17 yards. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And with great starting field position and 1 timeout in their pocket, they could still come away with points here in the late going. They'll get this out to Kamara. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that.
Kaepernick hit. Fumble. He lost the football. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
So they keep the ball, but work to do on 2nd and long.
A give. This is Kamara. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. On 3rd down, here's Kamara. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. Now on 4th down, honors the punt team sending this one away. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play.
The final shot before half for Brady. Looking downfield for Godwin. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it.
Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this 3rd quarter in what's been a tight contest so far.
Set now to go for the 3rd quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick.
And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. Brady and the Bucs now with a 1st and 10
at their own 21. Throwing to start the drive. Brady. It's hauled in by Hardy. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. Throwing now is Brady. And his throw is incomplete.
And he still doesn't have a catch. We're into the second half. I think it's a little bit of a surprise to me, but that was one.
Absolutely, that was his best opportunity right there. He dropped it. An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches. Now Brady bounces forward on the jet sweep. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. A gain of 4 that time as the drive will continue. Again, they'll throw with Brady. Looking for Godwin again, and he's got him once more. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Brady now to throw. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. Hands it off out of the gun. It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with 3rd down looming.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature in the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
They'll try to run for it with Vaughn.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. This is caught. Touchdown. O.J. Howard, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Extra point up and good by Suckup, and that will make this a 4-point game. So that drive goes 8 plays, and it ends with a touchdown for the Bucs. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away.
Here comes Harris out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
Probably the way this offense is marched up and down the field during this game, it's almost a surprise to see an incomplete pass on 3rd down, isn't it?
Yeah, they have had their foot on the gas all game long, but here finally stalling out. Now fair catch is called for and taken at the, we'll call it the 37-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
And here we go again with Tom Brady in Tampa's offense.
After trailing at halftime, he's got his guys in the lead, 3 touchdowns. His hot play from the first half, it's continued here in the 3rd quarter.
And that's what you love to see, is that things didn't cool off at the halftime, didn't have that sense of self-satisfaction. I played a great game so far, I'm good. Continuing to play well, obviously wants to win.
Yeah, now they've turned a deficit into a lead.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
And he's going to get this inside the 30.
And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him now over 3,000 yards passing on the campaign.
And Brandon, I think we have to start to think about where we are in the season, because right now, 4,000 is not out of the question. I think a big game or two, he's certainly capable of getting that done.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Well, the jet sweep. This is Godwin. And they'll get him down right about the 20. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first. Now Brady. Open man is Miller. He's got it. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive, take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball.
And he's got his tight end, Howard. It's a Buccaneer touchdown. The 4th touchdown pass of the game for Tom Brady. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. Extra point put through by Succop, and that pushes the lead up to 11. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it's all finished off with a touchdown by Tampa Bay.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. This fielded right at the goal line. And he returns this to the 22.
Let's go! The Saints take over first and 10.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Glad to be in the great city of New Orleans, rolling along here in the 3rd quarter, 2nd and 10.
Throwing now is Kaepernick. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes.
Shaquille Barrett, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Back now here live in New Orleans. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2. To go on 2nd down. 8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll go again to Jones. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeout?
And now hold everything here as the challenge flag is out. So the decision to challenge does not pan out, and that's also going to cost him a timeout.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 36.
16 yards. First down, Tampa Bay.
Vaughn on the handoff.
And he'll be taken down at the 34. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And good running, going to get this down close to a first at the Saints 27.
40 yards on the ground for him so far.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They have been superb, 5 for 6 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2.
And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
And Suckup will put this one right through.
So after 5 touchdowns offensively, hey, maybe it's time to get the kicker a little work, and he's able to connect there.
I love that empathetic side of you. You're worried about him getting some action, getting to be a part of the game. Well, he got in and got it done.
Here comes Harris out of the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Kaepernick going to throw. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Working from the gun, it's Kaepernick. Got a man, Slayton. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up. They've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? Again, they'll throw with Kaepernick. And his throw here's incomplete. Well, those two have hooked up for a touchdown once already in this game, that time unable to find a completion.
Yeah, it just appeared they wanted to get him out into open space and try and get him the football. As you mentioned, unable to connect.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
Good yardage on the completion there. When they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Kaepernick will try again on 2nd down. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. First down, and he gets out of bounds.
They have to like the play calling because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and incompletions to use the clock.
A 10th carry for Kamara. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line.
79 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. To throw, it's Kaepernick.
And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
This offense has converted 2 third downs on this drive already. This is 3rd and 4. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Buccaneers defense holds and they get the football back. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
Now a 2nd down and 6.
Again, it's Jones. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So 3rd and 5, defensively expecting pass. They've got 6 DBs out there. Operating from the gun, Stockton. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
So holding there on the return, and that'll back them up to start the next drive.
Yeah, that's a pretty easy call right there, partner. I think when the officials look in their manual and see the expression jersey getting pulled, that's a flag coming out every time.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
And let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
To throw, Kaepernick.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the 1st down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
45, 45. Here we go. Check, 45.
On 3rd and long, it's Kaepernick.
Pass complete to Harris.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
That one on the guard, Cesar Ruiz.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? Here's Kaepernick to throw. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off around the 30. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And I think they are going to get this one back. Well, that would have been something. Double turnovers, but instead they'll keep the possession on the INT.
Well, that drive wasn't a case of wanting to put points on the board. It was needing having to, and they didn't get it done.
Yeah, didn't get it done, and now you look at the situation and the point differential, 2 scores, pretty much game, set, match.
How about the takeaway, though, huh? How about those defensive guys?
Well, I've never seen this one. It's 2nd down, and the punt team is out there. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. So all eyes on the Saints offense. Down by 2 touchdowns. And time, a huge factor. And they're in danger of a 3rd straight loss as they come up on 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
We've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
Connects with Slayton.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. First down now, but that clock rolling.
It's complete. Kamara.
A good rally to the football. Keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down. Short play like that in this situation this late, that's a win for the defense.
No doubt. I remember something Coach Madden used to talk about all the time. Sometimes you can't just take what the defense gives you. You have to take what you need. And in this case, the offense is taking what the defense.
And this is caught inside the 5. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this